This is the Jeff Kai's Auto Sports Desk.
Big Red faces off for its first national championship in 48 years, while the Bearcats have Georgia on their mind. Welcome to the Sports Desk. It's championship weekend for men's lacrosse. For Big Red, the run up to the title game has been a road of rematches. We are at Ponies opening day, and it's a double dip as the Ponies are playing twice this afternoon. Already one game in the books as 3 p.m. first pitch for game one of the season here in the Southern Tier. The Black Bears are about to take the ice for game 3 of the Commissioner's Cup Finals, up 2-0 and 1 game away from making history. Unfortunately, the 4th straight trip to the Dome for Maine Anwell resulted in the 2nd straight title game loss. Next year, Maine Anwell is going to be looking to replace 21 seniors for head coach Matt Gallagher. 2025 is right around the corner, and it's going to be a big one for Cooperstown. One, you have New York Yankees ace CC Sabathia. Today was about the golf, and today was about the first round of this year's Dick's Open, and we're going to take a look at some of those highlights right now as golf got going at 8:55 this morning. And as mentioned, I got a chance to speak with head coach Duncan Paddock before the game. You can head on over to our Facebook page right now and follow us both on air and online and get that full conversation before today's game. For more than 2 decades now, Major League Baseball celebrates Hall of Famer Jackie Robinson on April 15th across all of the game. In 1947, on that day, Robinson broke the color barrier, making his Major League debut. I got a chance to speak with Robinson's grandson and Binghamton University student Busaro about what the game of baseball has meant to him and his family.
The game of baseball, for me, is a lot more than just a sport.
For Busaro Robinson and his family, baseball is much more than just America's pastime. It's provided a pathway for change in America. 77 years ago on this day, Busaro's grandfather, Jackie, broke the color barrier in Major League Baseball.
I know that the impact that my grandfather made was something that is substantial beyond words.
Jackie Robinson was the first player of black or African descent to play in the majors, debuting for the Dodgers in 1947. Busaro tells 12 Sports, though, baseball was just one part of the person his grandfather was. The game did not define him, but it helped him spread a bigger message than just that of baseball.
It was a platform more than anything that allowed him to kind of show his courage and the strength that it took for him to kind of do what it did.
His grandfather's message has resonated with Busaro. The Binghamton Junior looks to return home to Tanzania after graduation. He hopes to improve both the way of life in Africa and create greater educational opportunities.
I aspire to be half the man that he was, and figuring out kind of how I want to change the world, how I want to impact, how I want to change lives, and just like my grandfather did, has been a thought in my mind for a long time.
Busaro's grandfather's legacy has reached well off the field. Robinson served in the military and was a civil rights activist after retirement from the game. Robinson was elected into the Baseball Hall of Fame in 1962, his first time on the ballot.
Baseball was a great starting point for his legacy, and it really allowed him to kind of put himself out there, and, having an audience, showing a skill set that he kind of excelled at. And on Sunday, as part of the Pony celebration of Jackie Robinson, Busaro took the mound at Mirabito to throw out the first pitch between Binghamton and the Hartford Yard Goats. The team will also hold its Jackie Robinson celebration night later this season after being postponed over this weekend, that due to weather.
I'm so proud of him, so proud of, I was telling everyone that Charlie has John's beautiful heart. He cares about his teammates. He cares about, John doesn't care about who wins in teams. He cares about each player.
Charlie Gaudette has big shoes to fill for the Binghamton Patriots. His father, John J.R. Gaudette, dedicated his time away from being a City of Binghamton firefighter to the lacrosse field, playing and coaching for the Patriots.
J.R. really established his legacy as a student here, but really to continue on, to come back and give back as a coach, to have his own son be playing for lacrosse, really just talks, it really just speaks to the cycle of life and how what he gave back to his communities and he continues to give back.
It's a legacy that his son Charlie is carrying on, taking the field for the Patriots youth lacrosse program.
What it means to me is that we honor him and respect him, we love him, and we do a lot of stuff for him.
On Monday, Charlie's dad was honored by his alma mater with a plaque dedication ceremony before the team's game with the Union Endicott Tigers.
It's honestly one of the best things to see when you're sad, other people support you on what you're doing and what you see in the world, so it's really nice.
At halftime, Charlie took the field at Alumni Stadium and found the back of the net, scoring a goal for the Binghamton Patriots.
Sure, he would probably be super proud of each team on what they accomplished, and he would be blessed right now to be having this moment right now.
The lights are shining bright as we kick off championship weekend here on 12 Sports' Friday Night Overtime.
It feels like it was just the other day that we kicked off our preseason playbooks, but it's somehow been 10 weeks already.
I know, and we are set to crown 4 sectional champions tonight and 2 more tomorrow. So let's get started. We kick off our Friday night and championship weekend in the Southern Tier with the Class A final. The Golden Bears looking to go back-to-back and avenge an early season loss to the Blue Raiders. Vestal and Horseheads, the Class A sectional championship. Let's go. Scoreless until late in the first quarter. The give to Bryce Thomas. He finds the edge, he finds the pylon, and he finds the touchdown for an early 6-0 lead for Horseheads. Second quarter now. It's 14-0 Horseheads. Blue Raiders going to the air. Dom Cardinale looking long, and Lucas Mosier is there and wide open. That makes it 21-0. Horseheads trying to get a little bit more, but the Vestal defense holding on strong. Cardinale hits the pass here, but it's J.D. Cannon like a cannon. Gannon like a cannon. He avoids getting more damage done for the Golden Bears, but Horseheads was hungry all night long, and in the fourth quarter, they go back to Thomas. He gets a block, he gets the sideline, and he goes all the way to the end zone. Horseheads cruises to their first sectional title since 1998. They are a winner, 31-0. Capacity crowd at Visions Veterans Memorial Arena for Zubair Griffin's last game in the city. Pick this one up in the fourth quarter. Pats down 4. Griffin with the 3 and the foul. Binghamton down just 1. A few minutes later, Derek Abu Jr. on the defensive end, one of his 2 steals in the game. And then Griffin at the other end, he takes it to the hole. He's fouled. He makes both free throws. We're headed to overtime. In overtime, Griffin with 4 fouls, staying aggressive. He gets the steal, finding Gazir Razik for the lay-in. Niskayuna answers back, though. Daniel Smalls looking a bit like MJ there on the fadeaway. We're headed to a second overtime. And in the second frame, Razik starts the scoring with the floater. Pats up by 2. Griffin, the no-look pass to Sean Rimplett. Pats up by 4. And then Griffin puts the finishing touches on his 40-point MVP night. The triple is good. The crowd is beginning to feel the history. The Binghamton Patriots are celebrating. They are the city's and now the Empire State's champions as well. Coach Paddock, after the game, on completing the season of destiny. Pick it up in the bottom of the final inning. Jonah Tong already 6 innings of perfect work. 88 pitches, though. Nick Marabito on his horse gets that one in deep center for the first out. Second out now, JT Schwartz with a great scoop of the Jet Williams throw. 2 outs, but 99 pitches for Tong. That brings out Reed Brignac. Tong's final line, 6 2/3, 13 strikeouts, no hits, no runs, no walks. And despite the boos, a big welcome from the crowd. TJ Shook comes in for the final out. Rumble Ponies get the win, 6-0, the first perfect game in franchise history. Good morning, and once again, thank you for starting your Saturday right here on the Southern Tier Kickoff Show. I'm Zach Grady, and the rest of the STK team will be joining us in just one moment. But we're going to start your Saturday off live. We are going to head to Grady Field, and we are getting ready for the 65th battle for the Cortica Jug. I want to follow up on that because I was going to talk about that, but you already mentioned it. Allen and Papula, that switch at the quarterback position. What do you guys think? How much of a dynamic change does that bring to the Penn State offense? Kev, I'll start with you, then Kyle, you want to finish up. Real quick, and I know that we talk about trap games and all that stuff and look-pass games or tune-up games. How many times have we seen Purdue beat a number 2 in the country, Ohio State, at home when they shouldn't? Is this a chance that Penn State can get beat today? This is the game of the day, obviously. You have Georgia minus 9.5 at home. And this is the thing. At home, there has not been a big game for Georgia. There hasn't been a ranked matchup for Georgia at home in over a year. We are going to also pick Arizona and Kansas State. That is up on our website, the WBNG
12 homepage. Make sure you check that out, as well as the rest of the picks from Aaron and Keith and Connor. And we thank you once again for joining us. Hope you have fun at Cortica, and we'll see you next week on the Southern Tier Kickoff.